Hello friends, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Now I know I said a long time ago that I would stop doing so many speed builds, that it was brought to my attention that speed builds are a little bit harder for people who have like migraines or eyesight issues, low sight issues, or whatever to follow. And I said that I would try to do more real time, or I don't even know what they're called. They're the opposite of speed builds, but kind of like real time build with me type of videos, and I really want to do that. I really do. That is my goal for next year, is to have the majority of my build videos be whatever they're called, like build with me or real time build videos or whatever, kind of like the red house build that I did. Also, I want to work more on the rainbow house challenge that I set up for myself. I want to get to that orange house. I'll be honest, I hate orange, so I've been avoiding working on it. But I do want to finish that challenge because I really like blue and purple a lot, and I want to get to those because I want to see if I can build a house in those colors and have it look good. But anyways, my daughter had to take a leave of absence from school. Basically, she is technically homeschooling, not even homebound, if you know what that means. Because our school district is very, very short staffed these days. So we made the option, instead of struggling with homebound and not, there's a lot of stuff that happens with homebound that gets really complicated after a while. And then on top of it, the school, if they offer homebound, is required to provide a tutor as well, and that gets complicated for the school when they're short staffed. So long story short, we opted for homeschooling. So when my daughter took a leave of absence from school to homeschool for health reasons a couple of months ago, it kind of threw my recording schedule off a little bit. And my whole focus has been on the homeschooling and trying to get it just perfect. So like this video here that you're watching was done in like 3 or 4 sessions over 3 days, because I record when I feel up to it and when I have the time available. So speaking of this house, it's a lot bigger than I wanted it to be, but that happens in The Sims because the scale of The Sims is different. But I did the best I could, and it is actually modeled after like a cartoony type house that I saw in an Air BnB commercial. I know, weirdest thing ever, right? But I was watching YouTube, and this Airbnb commercial came up, and in it they were like deconstructing and then reconstructing this little cartoony house, but like in super speed time, almost like a speed build, if you will. And I just thought it was a cute little house, and I wanted to try to recreate it in The Sims 4, obviously. And so that's what I did. I recreated it in The Sims 4 because it's a nice little house. Did I do a good job? It is a base game house, so I was very, very restricted in the amount of stuff that I could put into it. So in that respect, I think I did a pretty darn good job. I also did not use any cheats of any kind. I didn't use anything, really. I barely even used the Alt key to place furniture. Like, literally, this is pretty much as vanilla and unmodded and uncheated as a person can get with building a house. So in that respect, I think it turned out really, really good. Overall, as a house build, do I think it turned out great? No. I still really love this house setup. So what I might do in a week or two is go back and redecorate it using whatever packs I want to use and see if I can spruce it up a little bit. But you know, this version here and the version that is available on the gallery as of right now is base game only. And so that means pretty much anyone can download and play with it, which makes it really, really great. But yeah, it's very restricted. So to me, I tried to copy the commercial as close as possible, which meant that both the loft bedroom and the downstairs bedroom have full-size beds, or like double beds, I guess, in The Sims. And so because of that, to me, this just feels like a roommate situation, like type of housing situation. I could see how maybe you wouldn't want that because the upstairs bedroom is open to the rest of the house and isn't really private. So maybe what I'll do when I go back and redecorate is turn the downstairs bedroom into some kind of shared kid slash toddler bedroom, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to redecorate it with no restrictions on packs or anything, just to see if I can make it better. Basically, I want to make it better. My goal was not only to copy the Air BnB house, but again, to make it base game. And so I want to make it better. I didn't know, like, the backyard stuff and stuff wasn't shown. I could not see if there was a back door or not. For all I know, the model in the commercial didn't have any of that. It literally had only what you could see. So I kind of had to do some guesswork on the back. And I just put a back door because in the commercial you can see that there are no windows in the kitchen, but there is a light square, like a sunlight square in the kitchen, like I think reflecting on or shining on the fridge area maybe. So I knew there had to be something back there. So I put the same front door on the back to give it a back door and also to replicate what I believe has to be some kind of window or something back there. That wasn't the only thing. Like the living room is set up differently. The area where the sink, which I move here in a minute, is set up just however I felt like setting it up because you couldn't see it from the commercial angle. So, you know, I took a lot of little creative liberties to kind of make it my own, but also because you couldn't see the whole thing, and because it's The Sims 4, so you can't copy the whole thing exactly. That's the one bad thing about using either cartoons or TV shows or real life examples of houses or whatever. You can't replicate them identically, no matter how many packs you have. You cannot identically replicate them in The Sims 4. It's just not going to happen. So I did take some... Oh yeah, I did add a window over the sink too. I forgot about that. So yeah, I did take, a lot of creative liberties in this to make it my own. I like the house itself. I really like the setup. The floor plan, the layout of the house itself. I think that part is really nice. I just don't like the decorating. I tried, okay? I tried. The other thing is that I don't heavily do the landscaping, especially on this lot. If you zoom out or if you look at the screenshots at the end of this video, you will see that this area is very heavy with foliage already. And I just don't feel like wasting my Sims on lot space with adding even more foliage, because it's not like The Sims 1 where you enter the house and then the rest of the world is gray. If I remember correctly, when you would load a lot, you would literally only see that lot and nothing else, and the rest of the world was gray. And the only time you saw the other lots or whatever, or all the lots all together, was when you were in on the neighborhood screen. So this is not like this is The Sims 4. So when you're playing, you see everything in the neighborhood around you, and this is a heavily decorated area, a heavily decorated neighborhood. I just didn't feel like, especially in this particular one where the house ended up way bigger than I wanted it to be, filling up all that space with useless landscaping, to be honest with you. I mean, when you start adding more packs on and stuff, this house is gonna seem really like it's a huge build, but you can't fit a lot in it already as it is. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Every room is kind of a small-ish room, except the downstairs bedroom, which is a decent sized bedroom. So, like, you're gonna have to add on or whatever to make it a proper. Oh, I just realized I can't have the adult bedroom upstairs and the kids' bedroom downstairs, because they'd have to slide. Well, I guess it's fine. Your Sims can slide across beds now, so it's fine. We'll stick the adults upstairs where there's less room. That's terrible. I am so sorry. I really like the house itself. I really, really like the house itself. But yeah, I mean, I can already hear people saying, man, that's badly decorated. I agree. Don't get me wrong, I agree. It's badly decorated, except the landscaping. I stand behind what I said about the landscaping. You're going to want that room to add stuff on from other packs. And if you fill it up with a bunch of landscaping, you're just not going to have the space to do anything with. I did go back and add the mailbox and the trash can, the outdoor trash can, later. So that is there in the upload on the gallery. Also, that overhang for the front door was not there in the commercial. I just thought it added something nice to the front of the house. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Go to the gallery, download it, JSimLady. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.